rid of that. Okay, so always I like to thank Linda and the Cardiovascular Wellness Program for this opportunity to share these evidence-based mindfulness practices. It's been a year, and I always like to have an intention for those who regularly attend. And our intention today is just to kind of practice some various helpful techniques that have been shown to aid with research. I had Linda send out a link. So, and she's talking about putting it on there. Definitely on Dr. Roberts' tab is this breath techniques, the Dr. Roberts tab for sleep. And then hopefully you at least have the PDF for this ultimate guide for mindfulness. And so one of the kind of little things I want to just make sure that you all understand, if you go to sleep during our practice today, that's okay. We're you know, the whole point of the exercise, as far as I'm concerned, is helping to strengthen that mind-body connection. So don't fight it. Listen to your body. If what your body needs is to go to sleep right now, then fine. Ideally, you'll get more out of it if you don't, but don't beat yourself up if you find that you've nodded off. All right. One of the things that I like to mention on this ultimate guide mindfulness things, actually about 4, is their very first do's and don'ts for a good night's sleep is having a regular meditation or mindfulness practice. You know, that constantly allowing yourself to come back to the focus, training your mind, building up this muscle is what will help you to use all these techniques in the middle of the night, or, you know, whenever you're trying to get to sleep. Number 2 on this is practice out of bed. If you find that when you did wake up in the middle of the night, you still can't get back to sleep, then get up. It's rare, but it happens to me too. You know, I think I mentioned one time just fairly recently, I woke up and I wound up putting together my class for this because I just, for whatever reason, my mind just wouldn't let it go, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning one night. So don't just lay there and try to force yourself, which is actually the number 4. Don't try to force it. If you're laying there, the more you try to force yourself to go to sleep, the lesser chance that it's going to actually happen. And then last but not least, they're also on there is they encourage you not to rely on sleep apps. You know, these apps that, you know, give you music or stories or this, that, or the other. What happens, and my own humble personal opinion, non-researched, is, you know, that's the way I feel about melatonin and all the different drugs that, you know, you can take for sleep as well. What happens when you run out? What happens when you don't have power? Your phone's out of juice. The app doesn't work, you know. There you are. This way, just like with all our other mindfulness practices, you got it right there with you. You've got the breath right there with you. You're not, you know, you're not having to rely on something else. So that's this handout. And again, highly recommended that you at least take a gander at it. So we're going to start with a brief relaxation, but go ahead and make your way onto one of the benches. If that's comfortable for you. If you want to just stay seated, then obviously stay seated. But for the most part, we're going to be lying down today. For this brief relaxation, and I've also brought a little blanket just in case you start to get kind of cold. It's a very light blanket, but it's better than nothing. To maybe even just kind of put over your shoulders and your arms. So this one actually comes from UCLA's Diana Winston.
I can get it.
Okay. Who, if you recall, that's my favorite definition of mindfulness, the to be in the present moment, non-judgmentally, on purpose, with openness and a curiosity to be with what is. Okay. So again, making your way into whatever position feels right for your body right now. taking your time, giving yourself permission to move, adjust, whatever you need to get yourself comfortable. As you're lying there, if you find yourself noticing thoughts or worries or concerns arising that take your attention away from what I'm talking about, then that's normal. And just see if you can redirect your attention. This is going to be like a little gentle body scan that you can practice trying to get back to sleep at night or get to sleep at night. So simply bringing that mindful attention of openness and curiosity to the present moment. At first, we'll just be noticing our body wherever it's lying down. Noticing if our head and our legs are comfortable, if maybe we need to put a pillow under our knees. Adjust the blanket. Breathing naturally. Feeling the body's sensations that are present. Observing any sensations like vibrations or tingling or heaviness, pressure, movement, heat, coolness. Notice any of these sensations as we travel through the body without trying to change them or make them different. Simply bringing a mindful attention of curiosity and openness to the present moment. So begin by noticing the sensations at the top of your head. Simply noting what you feel. You may notice vibration or pressure, or perhaps not even feel anything. You can focus your attention on your skull as it makes contact with the surface or the pillow. There may be a sense of pressure or other sensations. Simply be curious about the sensations you're observing. If you can, allow any tension that you feel to gently release. If that doesn't seem possible, simply notice what it is that you feel. Begin to scan your facial area, the forehead, eyes and nose. Notice your cheeks and mouth. Be curious about your experience, and then begin to notice any sensations in your mouth, your throat. Now gently bringing your attention to the sensations present in your shoulder area. Perhaps sometimes you may find some tension, and in the act of noticing tension, you may find yourself relaxing. If that's not possible, you can breathe gently, directing the breath to your shoulders. Notice the sensations in your left shoulder, and then bring your attention down your left arm. Notice any vibration, tingling, coolness, pressure, or movement in the elbow. Your lower arm, your left hand. Be curious and open to the sensation that are present in your hand and fingers. Allow the left hand to soften and relax. Now bring your attention up to your right shoulder, noticing any sensations that might be present. Start to scan your right arm for vibration, tingling, or movement. Notice your elbow, your forearm, your hand, your fingers, allowing the right hand to soften and relax. Let your attention go to the top of your shoulders and then gently and like a zigzag across your back. either up and down or across. Can you be open and curious to whatever the experience is in your back? Be kind to yourself, no matter what comes up. Noticing your upper back, your mid back, the sensations in your lower back. If thoughts arise as you're doing this, worries, concerns, see if you can let them go. Let them be like clouds floating in the sky, moving across your mind, then gently coming back to the body scan. Gently bring your attention to the top of the chest area, allowing it to soften and relax. Notice your entire pelvic area and any places where your body has contact with the surface. Feel whatever sensations are present. Now gently bring your attention to your left hip and awareness down your left leg. Noticing the sensations in your thigh, your knee, your left calf. Bringing this kind and curious attention to whatever sensations are present. Then gently bringing your attention to your ankle, left foot, and toes. Now noticing the sensations in your right hip, gently bringing your attention down your right thigh. You can circle your attention on your right leg or notice it in any way that makes sense to you. Feeling any temperature changes, heaviness, movement, the knee, the calf, scanning down to the right ankle and toes, allowing both feet to soften and relax. And now gently coming back into the room. Once you've scanned your body at home, you're welcome to start again if you were not asleep at that point. This time you could start at your feet, going back up through your body until you get to the top of your head. You could go up and down your body as many times as is helpful. Continue lying down if that's comfortable for you. We'll practice the breathing for inducing sleep handout that I mentioned on the cardiovascular website under Kim Roberts tab. So these are practices that I personally often use myself. And so either at bedtime or in the middle of the night or just anytime you're trying to sleep and not able to return to sleep. So one of the things that I always like to mention with any breath practices is that at any time during the breath practices you feel dizzy or lightheaded or uncomfortable, just allow the breath to return to normal. And as you move through this practice, you allow yourself to find where it's most comfortable for you and stay at this point. So in other words, when you're looking at this handout, you'll see there are 8 different points, but maybe you go to sleep at 5 or 3. That's okay. That's what it's about. So just allowing your eyes to close if that's comfortable for you. Just start to observe your body. Allow yourself to move any time during the practice so that you're comfortable as possible. Allow the shoulders and the neck to begin to relax, bringing ease into the legs, the arms, the back, the head. Continue encouraging the body to move to become more comfortable and at ease as you're breathing naturally. The next step is simply bringing that awareness to the breath, being simply aware. Breathing naturally. Observing the natural inhalation and exhalation of your breath without changing anything. Breathing at your own pace. The next step is placing one hand on the abdomen and then observing the natural inhalation and exhalation of the breath without changing anything. Just being aware of the movement of the abdomen as you breathe. Next, exhaling completely through the nose, and at the end of the exhalation, gently contracting the abdomen, helping to push all the air out of the lungs, and then slowly inhaling through the nose, expanding the abdomen. When your body is ready, slowly exhaling through your nose, contracting the abdomen, inhaling deeply, exhaling and inhaling at your own pace, continuing to relax the body with the breath. Deep abdominal breaths, also known as diaphragmatic breaths, because you're pushing the diaphragm down into the abdominal space, which is what is actually pushing that tummy out. Stimulating the vagus nervous system, helping to calm the body, bringing down the heart rate and the blood pressure with this deep abdominal breath. If you're laying in bed at night and trying to get to sleep, you could stay with this abdominal breath if it's comfortable for you at this point, or going back to a natural breath, or with that natural or abdominal breath, add a mental note to each breath in and out. Again, at your own pace, either natural breath or abdominal breath, whatever feels right for your body, focusing on the in and the out. The next step would be to count the length of each inhalation and exhalation. And if they're not already equal, try to make them equal. So for example, if your inhalation is 3 or 4 or 5, try to make your exhalation 3 or 4 or 5. Make them equal, if that's comfortable for you. I've mentioned before, this is the step that I go to sleep. I find it's the next morning when I get to this equal breath. Just following that equal breath. Remember this, the Heart Math Institute talks about how this equal breath is so powerful that it helps to regulate your heart rate variability, which if you have further questions about that, ask Linda. But very, very powerful in helping with well-being. Just equal breath, inhale and exhale. Anytime it's not comfortable, going back to a natural breath. And if you're not asleep at this point, Add as is comfortable, a longer count to the exhales. For example, if your inhale is 3, exhale 4 or 5 or 6. Again, that gentle exhalation that is longer helps to stimulate the vagus nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system, vagus nerve. And again, if you're not asleep at this point, you're still trying to get to sleep, you can add counting the breath, counting each breath. Each inhalation and exhalation is a count. So inhale, exhale is 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Choose whatever number you choose to go up to. It could be 5 or 10. When you get to 10, you're not asleep. Start over again at 1. You find yourself at 12 or 25, start again at 1. And as I've mentioned, with regular practice, particularly if you have a regular meditation practice, so you've learned to focus that attention, you trained your brain, you're often asleep by the 4th to 6th step of this process. So that's the breathing techniques. We're going to start with some gentle postures. So whenever you are ready, making your way first to just a seated position. Remember, whenever we're doing any of the postures, breathe and visualize yourself keeping awareness on the breath and the present moment. And during the practice at any point, there's no new pain, only a gentle, safe stretch. So listening to your body with these postures. We're moving very slowly. Again, if you can't do something or to the point that you'd like to, just visualize yourself moving slowly. If it's comfortable, you can semi-close your eyes so you're focusing on the sensations as you move. And to keep maximum benefit on keeping that focus on the body, I want you to try to keep whatever isn't working relaxed. So for instance, we're not going to be using our hands and fingers unless we were doing something like this. So no matter what posture we're doing, just keep your fingers and your hands completely relaxed. All right? And you're letting go of trying to create the perfect pose. So now that most everybody is in the chair, moving very slowly, we're just going to start with some neck motions. So just gently bringing the chin down to the chest and then coming back up, just kind of stretching, not cranking the head back, allowing the full spine to expand and then down, just gentle with the breath. With all these movements, you're going to be moving with the breath. And then gently allowing the head to fall to one side. Breathing. Listening to the body. Feeling the sensations, no new pain, only a gentle stretch. And then the next time we get to the center, just gently looking over one shoulder. Breathing as you need, looking over the other shoulder. Coming back to the center. Gentle shoulder shrugs. Just Listening, how far does your shoulder want to shrug today? With the breath. And shoulder rolls very slowly, both directions. Glad you guys can't hear all the cracks over there. Shoulders have been giving me a little bit of grief lately.
Can't hear them over Larsen.
Yeah. And the wrist, just gently moving the wrist all different directions. And circles. Yeah, just gentle fingers. And then stretching the fingers out as straight as you can, and then bringing them back, out, back. All right, and then ankles. So we're just going to point and flex it first. Obviously, mine need to move. And circles, both directions. And the soles of the feet together and away. Soles of the feet together and away. Oop, I gotta slow down. And then gentle cobras and cows in the chair. So just allowing the back to stretch out as far as is comfortable for you with the shoulder blades apart. And then gently coming into a nice arch in your back as far as is comfortable for your body. And then back into that nice stretch, shoulder blades apart. Breathing with all of this, shoulder blades together. And then a gentle twist. So with this, again, listening to your body, putting the opposite hand on the opposite leg, putting the other hand behind you, and then only turning towards that side as is comfortable for your body, your back today. And then same thing on the other side, breathing, moving slowly, turning towards the other side. Just a gentle, gentle twist. All right, and then last but certainly not least, just a little side stretch here. Noticing as you're stretching over to the side that these ribs are expanding, allowing your breath to more fully fill up that whole chest area. Same thing on the other side. Stretching out, listening to what your body can do, only visualizing if it's not comfortable for you. Then coming to a stand, or again, just staying in the chair and visualizing. And with our movements today, because we're focusing on sleep, think like Tai Chi, like really slow, smooth movements. So going into the mountain, just standing there for a second. Feet are gently about hip widths apart. Weight is evenly distributed on the bottoms of both of your feet. Hands are relaxed, fingers are relaxed, and then just gently, with a nice strong core coming up, breathing. Stopping wherever your shoulders, your body says is right. Maybe reaching a little bit higher on one side, and then the other. As you're doing that, observing those ribs stretching. Breathing, coming back down. Now coming back up. Doing that little side bend, only this time with both arms up. And just tilting to the side. Breathing. Coming back up. Gentle tilt, even if it's just a quarter of an inch, that's perfect. Whatever works for your body today. And then back up. And then back down. And then we're going to come back up one more time. This time I want you to make sure you've got just a little tiny bit of a bend in your knees. Fingers are relaxed, breathing naturally, big, full breaths. And now we're going to make just kind of a gentle circle. So remember those cats and cows. So as you're leaning forward, you're kind of tucking the tailbone under and allowing the shoulders to open up. And as you're going back, it's like that backward bend that we did. So just really slowly observing your body as you're making these gentle circles. So let's turn that circle around. Breathing and then coming back down. I wanted this to be kind of a balance. So again, your feet are about hip width apart, but one foot is more in front. And then just kind of gently with the feet shifting back and forth, shifting, allowing your weight to be on the back foot and then on the front foot, back foot. And you'll notice when it's on the front foot, the weight is a little bit more on the ball of that back foot. So now on the next time that you come forward, just kind of gently come up as far as you comfortably can. And then coming back down and shifting, breathing, and then coming up again, breathing. Strong ankles. This is helping to strengthen your ankles. Actually, one of the strongest joints in your body. All the way up and back down. And then same thing on the other side. So just, again, breathing, observing the weight, bottoms of the feet, shifting back and forth. And then coming up on the toes, as much as you can, even if it's just starting. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you need to have a chair handy, do have a chair or a wall. No falling. Shifting and coming back up. And then, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing almost like a Tai Chi. So now gently bring one foot back a little bit more, having that knee directly over the ankle with a little bit of a bend in it. Warrior one, you've got your hips facing forward. And then again, like I said, like kind of like Tai Chi, just bringing the arms up, breathing, only going as far. If this is how far your arms come comfortably, then stay right there. If you can get them up higher, wonderful, but just listening to your body. You can make a little bit of a back bend, lovely, but just again, listening to your body, breathing. And then, like I said, we're going to kind of keep this almost a smooth motion. So now coming into warrior two. So now your hips are opening up to the side. Your arms are gently coming out. You're breathing. And then John knows this is my favorite, tipping and tipping, breathing with this. Whatever reason, that just, my body just loves that little side stretch. And then coming back to mountain, bringing the other foot back. Gently going into warrior one on this side. Breathing. Listening to your body, making it your warrior one. You're not putting your body into warrior one, you're putting warrior one into your body. And gently opening up the hips, going into warrior two. Breathing, tipping. We have time to do warrior three. So I recommend having a chair handy. Even though I have to have a chair handy for this one. And it's very simple. You can just make it as simple as you're standing there in mountain, just picking up one foot and letting it go back just a little bit, tipping the body forward. Oh, let me stand kind of more like this so you can see what I'm doing. My whole body is straight and I'm just kind of tipping like this. So then at this point, you're going to make this your warrior 3, wherever that is. You want to start adding the arms, you can. Obviously, balance is not perfect right now. Breathing. Same thing on the other side. Just gently. If this is your warrior 1 right here like this, that's perfect. Listening to your body today. Only going into this as far as is comfortable for you. And we've got time for a standing side lunge. So what I want to do is just have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. This time, instead of having the heel down, you want to have your heel up and the toes pointing forward. You got a little bit of a bend in this front leg. It's kind of like a warrior 1 as far as your arms go, but you got that heel up in the back, so that changes the balance a little bit. And then coming back to the other side, gently coming into that lunge, breathing. And we have time to do 1 sun salute. So I recommend having your chair. So you start facing the chair and then coming up into a salute. And then gently tipping forward, a little bit of a bend in your knees, watch your back. Only come down into this forward bend as is comfortable for you. I like having the chair here to support yourself. Exhaling, inhaling as your body needs, bringing 1 leg back, coming into this lunge. Bringing that foot forward, leg back. Remember, keeping your fingers are relaxed in all this. Coming into this lunge. Oh yeah, sorry. Pushing straight down on your chair for safety. Having both feet back now. Kind of doing a gentle downward dog. And then just gently walking forward. A little bend in your knees to protect your back. Coming back up into salute. And mountain. And it's time for gentle relaxation. Sweet. So again, make your way if you choose to lie down onto the benches or couch or chair, or bed if you're at home there. Giving yourself time to, one of the things that I almost forgot to mention is it's November and we kind of have an intention of gratitude this month. You know, gratitude, I have great gratitude for sleep and all the benefits. And, you know, Dr. Roberts has given lots of great lectures on all the different benefits of sleep. So if you need a reminder of that, please go to her tab. And because gratitude is an excellent way to reverse negative thinking patterns. And so, so if you're having a gratitude practice, then you're able to sleep a little bit better if you're waking up or not able to go to sleep with negativity. So if you want to strengthen it, try doing like thinking of 3 things or writing down 3 things each evening, or simply saying thank you to every person who does something for you. It can be random. I said thank you to the gentleman that was out there working on the elevator as I came in. So just anyone, just gratitude is so powerful, so important. So as you're lying there, allowing the eyes to close or come to a relaxed half gaze, giving yourself permission at any time during the practice to adjust the body so that it can be comfortable and relaxed. and you can totally let go. Starting to notice if there's more pressure on one side of the body or the other. If one side of the body is tighter or looser than the other. And then bring the awareness to the right leg and stretch out the right leg from the hips to the toes. Squeeze the right leg and be aware of all the muscles from the toes up to the hip. Inhale, raise the leg a few inches. Exhale, relax the leg. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the left leg. Stretch out the left leg from the hips to the toes. Squeeze the left leg and be aware of all the muscles on both sides equally. Inhale, raise the leg a few inches. Exhale, relax the leg. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the right arm. Stretch out the right arm and splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Squeeze the right hand and arm and be aware of all the muscles from the fingers to the shoulder. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, relax the arm. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the left arm. Stretch out the left arm and splay the fingers. Make the hand into a fist. Squeeze the left hand and arm and be aware of all the muscles from the fingers to the shoulder. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, relax the arm. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring the awareness to the buttocks. Inhale, squeeze the buttocks and feel all the muscles on both sides equally. Exhale, relax, allowing the buttocks to be relaxed and soft as you feel the surface under them. Bring the awareness to the abdomen. Inhale, expanding the abdominal muscles. Exhale, relax, and allow the abdomen to feel soft. Bring the awareness to the chest and lungs. Inhale as the chest and lungs expand. Exhale, allowing the chest, lungs, and heart to relax. Observe the breath. Gently squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, then together in front of you. As you inhale and exhale, roll the shoulders back gently against the pillow or floor and away from the ears, allowing them to relax. Observe the neck. Slowly and gently roll the head to the left and then to the right and back to center. Bring the chin down slightly toward the chest, allowing the head to find its natural center and relax. Bring the awareness to the face. Inhale, close the jaw. Exhale, allow it to open and relax. Observe the lips and cheeks. Inhale, squeeze them together. Exhale, allow them to relax. Bring the awareness to the eyes. Inhale, squeeze them together. Exhale, allow them to relax and become soft. Bring the awareness to the space between the eyebrows and the forehead. As you inhale, raise the eyebrows. As you exhale, allow the eyebrows to relax and feel an imaginary hand soothe away any tension on the forehead and all the worry lines. Allow your face to become as smooth as the face of a baby. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the legs to the toes and the feet. Allow the toes and the feet to relax with the breath. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the ankles, calves, and shins. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the knees, thighs, and hips. Allowing the breath to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal and observe the feet and the legs as they may start to become heavy with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath down the arms to the fingers, hands, allowing all the muscles, nerves, bones, tendons, connective tissue to relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the wrists, forearms, and elbows. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper arms and shoulders, allowing the breath to replace any tension or discomfort. Allow the breath to return to normal and observe the shoulders, hands, and arms as they become heavy with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the buttocks, the pelvis, and the pelvic organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the abdomen and allow all of the abdominal organs to relax, releasing blocked energy from all the pelvic and abdominal organs. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the chest, the lungs, and the heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the throat, allowing the breath to return to normal and observe the front of the body as it becomes soft with relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the lower back and spine, each vertebrae, muscle, and nerve. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the mid-back and spine. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the upper back and spine, between the shoulder blades and behind the heart. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the shoulders, to the neck, to the base of the head. Allow the breath to return to normal and observe the back as it comes closer to the floor in relaxation. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the jaw, lips, and tongue. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the cheeks and the nose, Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the eyes, behind the eyes and the eyelids. Allow the eyes to soften and relax. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to the forehead, the temples, the sides of the head, and the ears. Inhale deeply, and on the exhalation, send the breath to relax the scalp, the entire brain, and the mind, allowing all the movement of the thoughts in the mind to relax. And then observe the body. Notice if there's any part of the body that does not feel completely relaxed. Go back to that part. Inhale, and as you exhale, encourage it to relax.
That's how I see it. See, it's you. Yeah, not that.
Observe the legs, arms, back, head, knowing you're able to move if necessary. Enjoy the feeling of letting go. Observe the breath once again.
Thank you for the history.
Notice how still it becomes as the body relaxes. Observe the breath without controlling it as it comes and goes without any strain. It's so gentle, you can hardly feel the chest moving. Guide this gentle breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories in the toes, feet, lower legs, knees, thighs, hips. Guide this gentle breath to remove any subtle tension, thoughts, feelings, or memories in the fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, letting go of what you're holding with the hands and arms. Let go of your burdens, sending the gentle breath to the shoulders, allowing them to relax. With that gentle breath, touch the buttocks and pelvis. Allow the abdomen to soften. With that gentle breath, touch the chest, lungs, and heart. With that gentle breath, touch the throat. And then send the gentle breath to the base of the spine and allow the breath to slowly come up through the middle spine to the upper spine, relaxing any deep-seated heartache from behind the heart. Relax the shoulders and allow the neck to be open as a connection between heart and head. Gently relax the jaw, cheeks, and nose. The eyes soften and draw into the inner sight. Relax the eyelids, the forehead, and the ears as they draw inward to the inner sounds. Relax the entire scalp and bathe the brain with relaxation. Observe the last bit of tension leaving the body through the top of the head. Allow the subtle breath to touch the mind and feel all the subtle thoughts relax. Slowly bring the awareness to the gentle breath as it enters and leaves the body. As it enters, feel it bringing oxygen and healing energy. As it leaves, feel yourself letting go of thoughts, feelings, tensions. Notice a lightness and a feeling of detachment from the body, mind, and all worldly cares. Have a moment of quiet. Begin to go further, to look within for that place of stillness, peace, joy, or whatever you would like to call it. It's a place of ultimate relaxation, a wellspring of healing energy. Find that place and rest there. Slowly and gently bring the awareness back to the breath. Begin to increase the inhalation and feel energy entering with the breath and awakening the body. Observe the body recharging with fresh, vital energy. As you inhale, feel the energy come through the top of the head. Inhale to guide the energy down the spine. Inhale to revitalize the internal organs. Inhale to surround the heart with healing energy. Inhale to fill the lungs and feel the throat open. Inhale to feel the energy move down the arms to the fingers. Inhale and allow the energy to move down the legs to the toes. Observe the body as it fills with vital healing energy. Keeping the eyes closed, slowly move the toes, fingers, legs, and arms. Slowly and gently roll the head from side to side. Slowly and gently stretch out the body. Observe the body. Observe the mind. Slowly allow the eyes to open just slightly and see how the world looks to you as that first ray of light enters your eyes. Allow that feeling of peace and stillness that is your essential nature to spread through your life and share it with all you meet. Only when you're ready, gently rolling onto one side and gently pushing yourself up into a seated position. I always like to finish with a quote or two or a poem. Today I've got a couple of quotes coming back to gratitude and sleep. Mindfulness can set the stage for sleep by allowing you to be more aware of your thoughts and to be able to let go of those anxieties instead of getting stuck on them. Strengthening your mind muscle through daily practice helps you better recognize the negative, insomnia-inducing thoughts and let them pass. And that's from Shelby Harris, a clinical sleep psychologist in New York. And from Sage Neuroscience Center, I like this one as well. Find the beauty in the world. Sometimes breaking negative thought patterns can be as simple as reminding yourself of the good things in the world. Make time for things you enjoy and the people you love. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you. Any questions?
So I heard someone describe that thing where your mind is obsessing called the mind itch. And sometimes you say, get up and itch it. And then you let go of it. Say I'm letting go of it. You know,
Right.
try that.
Like a brain worm.
Yeah.
When you get a song stuck. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Any questions online?
Thank you, Linda.
Welcome.
then you're.
Thanks, Linda.
You're welcome. All right. Well, see you next month.